Hi guys, happy Memorial Day. Welcome to our special Memorial Day edition of Daily Dumb Jokes with Elise. I am your host Elise. This is my show musician Sylvia, and Eleanor is on camera. We are all very tired from the weekend, and the girls would rather be sleeping right now, I think. So I will be the only one telling a joke today. But I have a special kind of joke today that I haven't told before, and it's called a shaggy dog story. And we can talk about why it's called that, but that's just the kind of joke it is. Okay, you ready? All right, so Mr. Frog has been living in the swamp for a long time, and he decides that he wants to renovate his lily pad. And so he goes into the bank to see about getting some money from the bank to redo his home. And he goes and he talks to the bank loan manager, Mr. Patrick Wack. And he says, Mr. Wack, I've come here to apply for some money to help me refurbish my lily pad. It's been a long time and it needs some work done. And Mr. Wack looks at the frog and says, well, that's all very well and good, but what kind of money are we talking about here? What's it going to take to refurbish your lily pad in the manner to which you would like it to be refurbished? And Mr. Frog says, well, I'm thinking I'm gonna need somewhere in the neighborhood of like $60,000 probably to do this. And Mr. Wack says, well, $60,000, that's a lot of cash. We're gonna need some collateral if you're gonna be getting $60,000 from the bank. Do you know what collateral means?
No.
Okay, so collateral is something that you give the bank to say, I'm good for this money, I'll pay it back, and you can take this thing that's valuable. So if you have like property or whatever. And the frog says, collateral, huh? Well, let me go back and check and see what I have that I could offer you as collateral. So he hops it back to the swamp, and he goes and he talks to his relatives and his friends, and how can he give the bank collateral so that he can get this money to redo his lily pad. And finally his great aunt Toad says, well, Sonny, I've got this beautiful old vase that has been passed down through many years through the family, and I will let you have this vase as collateral for your money from the bank. And so Mr. Frog says, thanks, Auntie, and he grabs the vase and he hops back to the bank, and he goes into Mr. Wack's office, and he says, Mr. Patrick Wack, my great aunt Toad has given me this beautiful vase covered with flies and seaweed and worms for this collateral for this money for you so I can redo my lily pad. And Mr. Patrick Wack looks at the vase, which is not a very pretty vase, and he says, I mean, I don't know if this is really worth giving you $60,000. I have to go check with the president. And so the president of the bank, yeah. He's his boss.
Oh, the president.
And so he goes out and he comes back in with an old woman who's the president of the bank, and she looks at this huge, ugly frog-themed vase on the desk, and she looks at Mr. Frog, who's looking hopefully at both of them to maybe get his money for his refurbishment. And she looks at Mr. Patrick Wack and says, it's a knick-knack, Paddywhack. Give the frog a loan.
That was so long. I was waiting like the whole time, just waiting for the joke, and then I was like, oh, it's gonna come. Oh wait, no, it's not. And it kept going.
That's what shaggy dog stories are. That's where you have to tell a long, super involved, like super detailed story, and then the end is like this dumb pun or dumb thing. So you are welcome. And I would like to credit my Uncle Zig with telling me that joke when I was younger than you are, Sylvia. So a pretty little kid. And I have remembered it all these years because it is such a silly joke. So there you are. That's your special Memorial Day edition of Daily Dumb Jokes with Elise. We hope you enjoyed our shaggy dog story, and we will see you back here tomorrow for Tuesday's edition of Daily Dumb Jokes. Until then, bye.